Good morning. It's another Scottish day for us. Well, the sun is out and it's actually really beautiful. So we figured there's nothing better to do on a sunny day than go for a drive. We're hoping that we can probably end our circuit through the Highlands at Loch Ness because this is our third time into Scotland and we've never seen Loch Ness. So that's probably our goal. And hopefully, maybe, possibly, we'll see some Scottish Highland cows. Maybe. I'd hope so. We haven't seen them yet. Like I said, third visit, still no cows. So those are.
We saw them. Hey, just one thing. We saw them on our first visit, right?
We saw two of them as we were leaving Scotland, but they were really, really, really far away because it was someone's personal farm. But yes, I guess technically we did. Landon with the correction. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do today. So come along. A quick addition to the last video that Landon recorded for me.
Yay!
We've decided, now that we've kind of looked at the map and planned out a little more, we're definitely going to go up to Loch Ness. And there's a visitor center that we'll probably stop at and see and maybe learn some more information. And there's some castle ruins there also that supposedly provides a really good view of Loch Ness. So if we have time, we might go visit them as well. And on our way back, depending on how late it is and how tired we are considering stopping by the viaduct that the Jacobite steam train goes through. That's the really iconic spot from the Harry Potter films. It's in Fort William, so it's kind of on our way home. We're the Glenfinnan Viaduct, I am being shown. And I apologize again if I am not saying these words correctly. I really don't mean to be rude and offend anyone. I'm really bad at languages. If I am saying them totally wrong and you want to correct me, absolutely, please do. Leave a comment, show me how to say it correct, and I will know for the future how to pronounce them properly. I really do apologize. I have looked, like yesterday, before we went to the Glen Etive, I looked up the pronunciation and how to say it, and I listened to it so I could say it correctly. It just, my brain doesn't process languages very well. So I know I've said stuff incorrectly, and I apologize. I really, really don't mean to offend. All right, let's get to driving. We are just about to come up to the beginning of Loch Ness. Of course, we got to get around this bend. Oh. Spoke too soon.
No, it's right there.
There it is. That is the beginning of Loch Ness.
Very tip. We just passed through Fort Augustus, maybe?
Yeah, Fort Augustus. We just passed through Fort Augustus.
Said it was the gateway to Loch Ness.
The gateway to Loch Ness. Best laid plans. The Loch Ness Center and Exhibition is closed for renovations. Apparently it's reopening in the spring, so probably here soon, but as of right now it is definitely not open. So we're going to go to the castle that's near Loch Ness and see what that's like. Or, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. But even though it's closed, I will show you some of the stuff that's nearby the center. You got a Loch Ness hotel in the little town.
There's Nessie Land too.
And yeah, over here is a little place called Nessie Land. It's like you know those side of the road theme parks that, you know, yeah, but it's just like, it's very kitschy. It's reminiscent of interstate theme parks, kind of. There you go. There's Nessieland. But if you're coming and you want to check it out, it's right by the Loch Ness Visitor Center. And the castle is this way. So, kind of giving you guys an idea of what it is. And it is currently snowing a little, if you can't tell through the window. That's fun. He found some horses.
No, they were actually, it was a cow.
Oh, a cow? Nice.
Did you want to look through any of this stuff?
In case, oh, there's a hub to our right, so I think it's kind of like maybe some more information. No. Yeah. This is kind of the town, the main tourist part of it. So if you're coming to Loch Ness, this is probably where you'll end up. Here we go. This is the castle. Fun fact, if you have been an English Heritage member for over a year, you get entrance into this castle for free. So while admission for adults is £13 and for kids 5 to 15 it was $8, it cost us nothing because we were English Heritage members. And we get to explore the castle and learn a little bit about the area. And the kids got a wolf trail activity that they get to look. They have to go count how many wolves are there. And they said, we saw the first one, right?
Yeah, one.
We saw one. So what it was, that's awesome. Ooh,
Like how to make something.
there we go. They're hidden. They're hidden. And she said that there's a cafe and toilets and a film that runs every 10 minutes. So we get to check it out. I'm probably not going to film too much because, I don't like to show stuff that's in it. I'll film it. I'll show a couple things, but I can't wait to show the view from the tower. Let's go do this. We're waiting for the video, the film. They've got some information. And then they've got like an example of trebuchet balls. Some more signs up there. And then behind us is the gift shop. You saw a shirt that you liked, Daddy? Or that was cute?
Yeah. It's this purple one right here.
Apparently this purple shirt. From that is cute. It's got a trebuchet. It's cute. You got some more stuff. All right. Yeah. This is the theater where we'll watch the video. And that's the gift shop. They have some little whiskey samples, and they actually have chocolate with like Scottish chocolate with whiskey infused. So we might have to buy that. We'll come back later. Here are some
That's how they would shoot
some displays.
That's a
You got
crossbow.
shield. I like the iron key right there at the top. Look at that iron key. There's a longbow, crossbow. Look, stirrup buckles. Oh, those are red deer antlers.
Why did they move them?
They might have found them. It says these antlers survived for centuries, buried within the castle.
Wow.
Yeah, apparently. Ooh, look at this harp. That's really pretty. Oh, and look at the jug. The jug is really interesting. This tiny, grotesque human face is all that remains of a piece of decoration to tableware. Is the film about to start? All right. Oh, look at the spade. What was left of a spade. Nice. Over here, what do we have? Book class. Oh, is this what it used to look like? Is this what the castle looked like at one time or another?
There you go.
The old chocolate.
A castle on a loch.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, we just finished watching the film that gave a little bit of history about the place. And now we're outside looking at the castle ruins. And you can see Loch Ness behind her. It was, what, 1689 they said? 1689. They set fire to it and completely destroyed it. It began in the 1000s, 1080, 1050 something. No, 580.
Yeah, it was 5.
In 580, a minister, church, what was he? Minister? Pilgrim?
I wasn't paying enough attention.
Came over and converted the king.
It was Columbo, I know that.
Yeah. And for a while, the
Put
Highlander
your hat on, zip your jacket. There are
MacDonald
things you can do, bud.
took it over. Yeah, there's a little. All
Zip
right.
your jacket up if you're cold.
It's really pretty.
Come on.
The kids found a trebuchet. It's a pretty impressive looking trebuchet too.
Yeah.
What'd you find, guys?
I think he said I found another wolf.
Oh, I think they found another wolf on their wolf hunt. I was reading the sign for the trebuchet, and apparently there was no actual trebuchet found on site, but they found stone balls in the castle, so they were just kind of inferring that a trebuchet was probably used here.
So guys, what I was saying is the trebuchet. So you see how it's got this big weight down here at the bottom? That's what you use. That's what, yeah, this whole thing right here, how heavy it is. Look at how heavy that is. That's the weight. And so they would pull it down from the top, and then they'd lock it in place, and then they'd load a ball into this net, and then when they want to fire it, yeah, it's probably that.
How do they put it back?
With lots of people and a lot of work, probably even a crank maybe. But then they'll pull it back, and then they'll load the ball down here in the net, and then they'll let it go, and the whole thing will swing. And so this weight is what's powering it, so it'll lift it up, and as it goes up, it unhooks. Yep, the net unhooks from the top, and then it throws the ball.
And these are the balls.
Yep, those are the balls.
I'm gonna infer that this one probably hit the castle.
Yeah, that one does look like it hit, doesn't it? It's a very fair.
Look at the wheels on this one. That's really cool.
Wow.
That's pretty. We're in the guardhouse, and Dad found the prison saw.
Can you see it?
Ooh,
That's the prison cell.
that's the prison cell.
Oh, it looks like they put big people in it.
Well, they did to kind of show you.
To show you what it would be like.
Look what it is.
What is it, Landon?
It's an arrow hole.
Yeah. What is this hole?
A leak.
No, but do you know what this one's for?
Lateral.
Latrine. What's this one? You guys know what latrine is?
No. What?
It's the pooper.
No.
Well, when they're on, yeah, when they're, the poor keeper has to. That's the bed recess. They gotta go potty somewhere when they're on duty.
This is the bed.
Says he's the most important man in the castle.
This is the bed.
Yep.
This is the bed that I have.
Oh, and actually, it was a luxury to have his own toilet.
This is really
It says the keeper had his own toilet. That's a rare luxury.
I didn't know
So-
that toilets were luxury back then.
You're a private one? I mean, you guys have to share a bathroom at this point. You guys don't even have that luxury. These are some steep steps. Oh my goodness. We've walked around a little bit more. We're in what was called the new kitchen. But right now we're just exploring all the different buildings. We saw what was the dining room. It used to be the chapel. There was a a storage area as well, and it looks like this is the Grant Tower. So we're gonna go up in the what it looks like the remains of the Grant Tower. It looks really cool. We're just gonna keep exploring. Here's here's another part of the castle. It says the McDonald's takeaway.
McDonald's.
Apparently they got a 371 horses they were able to take. They stripped the castle of everything. That's insane. I found a spot that was a home for pigeons.
This was a home for pigeons?
It was. It provided fresh meat and eggs during the harsh winter months.
Pigeons. These are little pigeon colors.
Are they? Maybe. That's so cool. Leave it to Mom to find something for birds. We're in the gift shop. We're looking at some of the souvenirs for sale. Apparently, that is pronounced Muchka Vera, and it means whale in Gaelic. So here's like a little guide. Muga means mug. Interesting. What else we got? You got cow stuff, of course, over here. Wool, a lot of wool. A lot of stuff you would find. What'd you find?
A gold-plated coin.
A gold-plated coin.
Well, I'm assuming it's gold-plated. It's only 4 pounds.
Yeah. Oh, it's got a stag on the back.
Yeah. And then the castle.
And then the castle. You would find a coin.
I mean, for 4 pounds.
He's a sucker for coins.
I do like coins. I can't even
Naturally, they have a whiskey section. You can even buy a Slihonje hats. There's the whiskey prices. And they have some from all 5 of the areas that they do it, as evidenced by our Scotch whiskey tour. Lots of different types. We just finished at Urquhart Castle. Did I say it right?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Urquhart Castle.
Oh, yeah.
And we saw Loch Ness. And we explored the ruins. We actually learned a lot. It was really good. We got there like 2-3 hours ago.
Yeah.
It was really interesting. There was a film. There was some exhibits on display, and then you got to go into several of the castle ruin sections, and you had views of Loch Ness. And they had a gift shop, and they had a small cafe. Like I said earlier, it was £13 for adults, £8 for kids aged 5 to 15. But if you're an English Heritage member for more than 1 year, you get in for free. So that was a nice benefit, especially since we hadn't planned to come here. We honestly didn't think there was that much to it because from the outside, it doesn't look that busy, or there like it
doesn't look like there's a lot there.
Doesn't look like there's a lot, but it really was. We killed a lot of time there. And at the gift shop, we did buy a couple goodies, and we'll show you those now. First thing we bought is some dark mint chocolate from Mackey's of Scotland. Looks really good. We love mint chocolate here in this family, except Evie. I don't think she likes it. And then we also got more chocolate, but this is Scottish collection of dark chocolate with whiskey. It says rich dark chocolate with a dash of Scottish whiskey. And someone got us whiskey fudge once, and it was really, really good. So I'm hoping this is just as yummy. I showed earlier in the gift shop, Alex did end up getting a coin. It has the castle on the front, and then on the back,
Whee!
the stag, and that was £4. So just a nice little coin of Scotland. And then our final purchase was some shortbread cookies with lemon in them from Dean's.
Yeah, Dean's is everywhere.
It is,
right?
yeah. I think we can find Dean's in grocery stores and stuff, but
Why not?
lemon and mint, that's kind of our thing.
It is. It really
And
is.
now we're gonna eat. We had packed some lunch. We didn't realize we were gonna be in there that long.
Yeah, we really didn't.
So we're very hungry. We're ready for lunch. We're gonna eat our lunch, and then we're gonna drive back on the A82 and see. Yeah, fun fact.
Everybody but Daddy didn't feel too great.
Yeah, and all of us took like Dramamine, but it was a rough drive. I know I felt pretty sick.
I did feel good. I felt perfect.
I know Evie and I were feeling pretty rough. It is a winding road, definitely backwoods. So if you're prone to car sick, take medicine and have some crackers or whatever you need to do to help yourself feel better, because it's not for the faint of heart. But anyway, so we're gonna eat lunch and head back that way. We drove from the castle to Glenfinnan, and we are going now to see the viaduct, which is where that Hogwarts Express has gone, the really pretty scene in Harry Potter. And it's gorgeous. I'm staring at it straight ahead right now, and we're going to try to get a close look and take some nice pictures. If you are coming to see the viaduct, it's in Glenfinnan, and there is a visitor center on the road. You'll see signs for the Glenfinnan Visitor Center. There's a huge parking lot, which we are in right now, and it costs £3.50 to park, £6 for campers and minivans. And it looks like there is a monument and a little building with stuff inside. So it's not just like on the side of the road. You have to kind of figure out where to park to look at it. It is built up a little bit. So good information to know if you're coming to see it. Here it is. Here's the viaduct. This is a famous spot from the Harry Potter films. If you're really interested, you can go online and see when the Jacobite steam train goes, and they list a timetable, and you can kind of see what time it would be coming by. Unfortunately, we got here late, too late, so like the last one's already run for the day, but that information is available online if you want to see it. It's hard to see, but over here in the left, there's Alex and the kids going up for a closer look. They're Evie or Landon, I can't remember which one. One of them wanted to see it a little bit more close up. And you can go, I can go right under it, which I will do for you guys. Look at this. I don't know if it comes through on video, but it's massive. Like, you can see there's a person walking under it. You can see how small they are in comparison to the actual viaduct. It's huge. You can also hear the water running underneath it. And that's really cool. There's a bridge. Here, let's go on the bridge. Why not, right? You can see it. And then, oh yeah, there we go. Here it is, even closer up. There's the tippy top. My goodness, could you imagine, like, a train fits on that thing? It doesn't look like it would, but that's impressive. The river is on my right again. I just came back to that main walkway to get one more angle of the viaduct. Kind of walking underneath it now. Wow. Let's go underneath. Oh, that is the shot. That's so cool. I just came under the viaduct, and this sign says that it was built in 1897. What? Oh my gosh. This little hole makes an echo. I don't know what's in there. Nothing's in it, but it echoes. I heard it when I was talking. 1897? That's a long time. And this is the view from on the other side of the viaduct. My husband and kids are back there somewhere.
We made it to the top, didn't we?
Yeah.
Landon, did we make it to the top?
Yes.
Let's see, it's starting to rain a little. Here we are. Here's the viewpoint. Would be cool to see a train going by here, wouldn't it, guys? I said it would be cool to see a train here, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
We're all done at the top. Now let's make our way back down to Mommy.
Yeah. Can I put my gloves back?
Yeah, you can. You guys see Mommy yet? Oh, yep, I see Mommy.
I want to see how it's hot to get.
Well, you see her in the hat and walking?
Yeah, I see her.
I'm not sure if Alex recorded anything, but him and the kids went up to the view from the top, which is where you can see the iconic, like it's the location of the iconic scene from Harry Potter. And if he did, I just inputted it right here. But I figured as we're wrapping up here at the viaduct, it's a good spot to kind of wrap up and say that we had a wonderful weekend. We hiked Cow Hill. We went to the summit, something Evie wasn't able to do 3 years ago. We drove the Glen Edive. We went and saw Loch Ness, and we visited a castle, and now we did the viaduct. And that will wrap up our Highland trip. It was amazing. I think of all the travels we've done in Germany and the US and here, this is one of my favorite spots. I'm already dreaming of the day that Alex and I can come back again. I'd love to see it in the summer. I've seen it in the fall and now in the spring. So just add it to our never-ending travel bucket list. And I do have to mention there is one more thing we're going to say at the end, which I will put at the very, very end. But as far as the Scotland trip, this will do it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the sights as much as we enjoyed them. It's been lovely. Hi, everyone. I wanted to include a clip at the end because we have kind of a big announcement. For the last 7 years, we have lived overseas and have been able to travel around Europe and experience a lot of new places and sites. But come this summer, we have a pretty big change ahead of us. We are moving to
Texas.
That's right. We are moving back to the United States.
Hooray.
It is going to be quite the change. The kids have actually, Landon hasn't lived in the US since he was 3, and Evie was 6 months when we moved overseas.
So not even a year.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be a really big change for our family. And even though we won't be Americans living abroad and traveling overseas, we hope that you continue to watch because there's a lot of places in the US that we have never seen or explored, and we're kind of going into it, or at least Alex and I are going into it as we want to be tourists in our own country. So we're going to continue to see new places and explore new sites. It just will be in the US. So come along.
Come on.